things changed for me. I literally, definitely died. I had an experience where I was dead and alive again. Changed everything. Give you another chance to live. And I really appreciated my life and understood that the greatest invention of all time were human beings. And I never wanted to hurt any again. Went back to boxing, never a punch in anger.
So when you say you felt dead,
I was dead.
Physically, mentally?
Dead. I went back into the dressing room after a boxing match, trying to cool off. Next thing you know, I was fighting for my life. I'd heard about athletes dying after sporting events.
Wow.
I said, this can't happen to me. I walked and walked, and finally, I lost the battle. I was dead. Deep, dark place over my head, under me, around me, and the smell of death, I haven't forgotten it yet.
Wow.
And I got upset, mad. I said, I don't care if this is death. I still believe there's a God. When I said that, like a big hand reached in, pulled me out of nothingness and gave me another chance. And that's why I'm talking today. I had another chance to live. Nothing more important to me than life itself.
And that's the moment when you gave your life to Christ?
Yeah, I didn't intend to do that because I didn't believe in religion. I thought that was something poor people or someone lost their wife or husband or something, crying. And I didn't think religion existed. I really didn't.
Rest in peace to a legend, George Foreman. You see different reactions hitting as the world is all taking in the sad news of the passing of George Foreman. Someone said 3 legends have passed now: Ali, Frazier, and now George Foreman. And you know what's so crazy? Yesterday, no cap, I'm doing some spring cleaning. The garage packed to the gills with all kinds of ish. And we found like a really nice George Foreman grill. Not the typical one you would see or like one I've ever seen before. Like no cap. It's so odd. And then the same day George Foreman passes. Obviously just pure coincidence, but just kind of wild, you know what I mean? And you heard that powerful clip there from the I Am Athlete podcast. That was powerful stuff. I believe he was talking about some years back. That clip was from a year ago. What a great podcast that is too, man. B. Marshall and other dude's name is slipping my mind at the moment. They have some great content, but I believe that was, from way back in Foreman's life. He was gone. The smell of death. Comment anyone out there if you've had that kind of experience, you know what I mean? Where it was almost lights out for good, or you feel you came close to it, or what? Did you have a similar experience as George Foreman where it was like there was something there, or a message was being sent to you or not? Like spiritual stuff, this journey of life we're going on. Some people believe, some don't. Some are like George, where you heard him, he thought that was just something people lean on, like a crutch when they lose a significant other or a family member or something like that. But he was like, nah, this ish was real, and I never wanted to hurt another human being after that. I just wanted to change things up. And you see, the man lived a great life. The grills, obviously boxing his biggest accomplishment, but the grills, Hulk Hogan out here. You guys ever heard that story? Hulk Hogan tries to hate, like, those were supposed to be Hulkster grills, but I passed on it. I think he blames it on someone that worked for him, didn't put him up on game what a good idea was. So Foreman ended up, but it was in a parallel universe. It's supposed to be the Hulk Hogan grills. Come on, Hogan, get the fuck out of here with those lies, man. But for real, man, spirituality is always an important thing. And personally, I keep sharing. I probably sound crazy to some people out there, like there's just something going on in the world right now. I know it sounds so cliche and all that, but it's spiritual warfare out here, But I believe Foreman was a preacher or some kind of involvement like that. He took his faith very serious. And what year was that comeback fight? I did a video on that recently. I still remember that as a kid. There was people talking about Foreman could die in the ring. And he won after being away from boxing. It was crazy. Shocked the world. And how wild is that some analysts and people back then were theorizing that Foreman was crazy to step back in the ring at that time, that he could die in the ring, but he won, right? But later, or maybe that was before this experience that he's talking about, when he almost passed away in the locker room. This just feeling just came over him, and next thing he knew, he was literally fighting for his life. That's just wow. Like, I don't know, that clip was just so powerful to me. Everyone hit the comments with your thoughts, all that, and you see the family sharing a post as he's surrounded by family. Foreman had like 10 kids, 5 sons, all named George. So I'm guessing it had to be like the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. But there's a quote somewhere in here where he was saying he wanted to unite his kids with that name and either live up to it or change your name or whatever. Like, we all got each other. I think that's kind of cool, you know? And he even had a daughter named Georgetta. Like, this dude definitely had an amazing career. Like I said, from boxing to selling grills to his work as an analyst in the boxing world, and obviously outside of the limelight, spirituality and the church and all that. But as far as his passing, nothing has come out just yet. He was 76 years old. One of his brothers has spoke to the press and said that it's not just that it hasn't been revealed why he passed, like the cause of his death, but it's unclear, which is kind of wild, you know, because he looks pretty healthy, but life can be wild like that, you know. Things can pop up. I don't know. Obviously, many times celebrities want to, or just people in general, everyday people want to keep things in the cut if they're not, you know, feeling up to snuff and all that. But he looked pretty healthy in his most recent Instagram post. You see him eating that piece of cake, reminiscing back. This is, what was the date on this? I think this was in November. He said, "Can you believe 50 years ago, the rumble in the jungle, fighting Muhammad Ali, looking back at the best time of my life, celebrate with me with a slice of cake as I relive the rope-a-dope." So he's looking, you know, healthy, happy, and obviously was still surrounded in his family in his passing. But the media is taking notice that he has this big $10 million property in, I think, Huffman, Texas, that he's had for the longest time, and it was put up for sale in the past year. But what a career, what a story. Just an epic individual. And like I said, that's a great thing to be surrounded by your loved ones at the time of passing, you know, like watching this spiritual journey, your own story or someone else's story play out as I speak of, and watching that clip, what Foreman was talking about. I truly believe, and let me know if you do or not, and it felt like that's what Foreman was saying as well, that there truly is signs, you know, like our destinies in our own hands. We got to do what we got to do. But you know, you never know when it can come to an end. Anything could happen. You could step outside and a plane could fly from out the air and crush you or something. You never truly know when you're gonna go. So thank you for tuning in. Drop in the comments, who was that fight against, that comeback fight? I believe that's 94. They're talking about more. And also the 91 fight against Holyfield, where he took him to the brink, right, but was unsuccessful. But yeah, the Moore fight was the one. 94, that was crazy. I still remember that. It was with a family member that I ain't seen in the longest, and it was like Foreman shocked the world. And then I guess that's like the same year the grills came out, man. As it says, the same year that Foreman defeated Moore, he launched his grill, which went on to sell more than 100 million units worldwide. In 99, he sold the commercial rights to the George Foreman grill for 138 million. Damn. Yo, those grills really are the truth. Straight up. I love the Foreman grills. Throw chicken breasts on there, marinate it up, get it right. Burgers, everything's real good off it. Tap in and let me know if you rock with it as well. Foreman's final fight came in November 97, a majority decision loss to Shannon Briggs. But yeah, hit the comments. You remember those fights. Just dopest moments in his career, all that. Your thoughts on his passing. And Hulk Hogan lying his ass off about that grill. I don't believe it for a minute. Do you? Let's talk about it below. Subscribe is coffee, and I'm out of here, guys. Peace.